rise if you are able, remove your hats, and welcome Darcy Kelly with a performance of the Canadian National Anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 10 of the 2024 Don Johnson Memorial Cup, live from Mount Pearl, Newfoundland. Tonight's game, the winner will move into first place in the standings. The loser will finish second. Joined in the broadcast booth by Matt Little. My name is Chris Ryan. I want to thank you for tuning in. Matt, sure to be a dandy matchup between these two teams.
I'm expecting an absolute fantastic game between these two teams. The Blades undefeated on their run thus far in the tournament. For the Bulldogs, I was just chatting with some of their staff and supporters. They were showing off their Don Johnson Memorial Tournament Championship rings to me. Both of these teams have all the skill. They know how to get it done. Here we go.
Underway, carried into the Blades' end. Nathan Flynn fires it out into the neutral zones, knocked down by McDonald. He'll play it over for Tulin now. Ethan Tulin ahead, Vanell Campbell. Campbell will carry it, he'll hold in the neutral zone, send it over for Tulin. Tulin in over the line, going wide. Fans on the shot, goes in the corner, he'll take a bump. Nick Moore, high in the air, not enough to clear it. Knocked down by Tulin, blocked by Flynn. Back the other way, the Blades get it out. McDonald racing down. Brady Walsh tries to center it, just too much. Back the other way. As it's icing called against the Bulldogs. 50 seconds in.
Well, while we've got a break, I'm going to throw this one out right off the top of the broadcast. I apologize if I'm a bit of a homer in this game, and I don't mean for the Blades, I mean for the Bulldogs. My hockey journey, Chris, goes all the way back here. The first professional hockey game I ever called was a Bulldogs game in the old Antigonish arena. It was with the Junior A Bulldogs, who are no longer there, not the Junior Bs, but still, Antigonish always holds a place in my heart.
Well, sure to be a treat here from us both, Matt. I mean, myself, coaching against the Blade all season long. Just want to see our league be able to do well here in this tournament. Back underway now. Tulin carries it into the Blades' end. A shot there gets blocked. Bouncing puck just goes by the side of the net. Bulldogs throw it out in front, and Lovelace will cover it up for the whistle.
The 2024 Don Johnson Memorial Cup Host Committee would like to thank platinum sponsor Mark for their support of this year's tournament. Mark, a proud supporter of the Mount Pearl Junior Blade for 24 seasons.
Face off deep in the Blades' end now. Minor hockey night here at the Glacier. Some young fans around, which is good to see. They're showing their support for the home team Blades. Frost. Sent back the other way. Shane Delaney gets it out into the neutral zone. Martell picks it up, tries to get it to Frost. Nathan Nolan comes in. He'll send it down deep into the Bulldogs' end. Ryan McDonald, the netminder for the Bulldogs. He started earlier this morning. Martell picks it up. Martell looking. Martell fires. Save for McDonald. And he took an extra look to see where that puck was to.
Martel was looking for a pass all the way there. He just didn't have anybody open in the slot he could slide that puck over to. Finally, he was in on a really tight angle. You're asking a lot to try to score from there, but better to get the shot than not.
Absolutely. Face-off staying in the Bulldogs' end to the right of the netminder. Bell wins the draw and it goes to the corner. Martel will bump Stewart. Bell clears it out in the neutral zone. Fired down deep by Jacob Payne. Into the corner. Keith Brownlee cycles it around the boards. Bulldogs, Bell through the neutral zone now. Dumps it in deep to the Blades' end. Clearing attempt, successful. Back the other way for the Blades now. It's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Frost with it. Frost shot, scores! Cameron Frost opens the scoring. 1-0 Blades, 2:19 in.
Back-to-back games with a goal for Cameron Frost, and what a job by Martel as he hurdles the downed opponent to be able to go forward and make that pass. Take nothing away from the finish from Cam Frost. That was amazing, but Martel, what a play to make it happen.
Bulldogs win the draw. Back in their own end now. McDonald with it. Ahead. They'll play it for Berkovicki. To Forsyth. Blades end. It gets sent out to the far wall now. It's over. Nick Moore. Moore holds up on the wall. Ethan Moore's in to help out. Kept in by Flynn. Sent down low by Nick Moore. Brady Walsh centers it. Bulldogs just get a stick on it. Down low, in front. Moore collides with Tulin. Ethan Tulin with it now. Gets it out into the neutral zone. Sent back the other way by the Blades. Brody McDonald into the neutral zone. Evan Cross sends it to the far wall. McDonald tries to fire it deep to the Blades' end. Nathan Flynn sends it back in for Cross. Flynn to Nick Moore at the red line. Moore dumps it down deep. McDonald slows it down behind his net. McKinnon. With it is Vijay Sajpal. Sajpal's knocked off the puck. Fennell Campbell collects it for the Bulldogs. Back the other way he'll go. Campbell in over the line. Campbell shot, save from Lovelace, the bouncing puck. High stick is the call.
Campbell for the Bulldogs. This guy is a player. He just saw the speed on display on that rush. Great shot as well. Someone you've got to keep an eye, maybe two, on every time he's on the ice because of that speed.
Yearling from the red line dumps it in deep. Sean Rogers finishes his check on him. Delaney up the wall, just a bit too far out of the reach for Sajpal. Armstrong now down below. Bradley Armstrong up top and over for Yearling. Yearling shot right in on net. Rebound is there as the Bulldogs fight to get to it. Wicks gets it to Delaney now. Delaney for Vijay Sajpal. Taken off his stick, sent down low. Armstrong. Sajpal with it. Chips it up the wall. Kept in by the Bulldogs. That's on the side of the net. Rogers clears it out. Stewart to Jack Hain. A Yearling with it now. Yearling trying to move through traffic. Fennell Campbell. He's knocked off the puck. Blades try to get to it. Onto the stick of Campbell again. Campbell backhands it down deep into the zone. Tied up along the boards by Nathan Nolan. Sam Grant, captain for the Bulldogs, with it now. To the far side, Keith Brownlee. Down low. Nick Marshall sends it up top. Over for Stewart. His shot is just short. Sam Grant for Lorette. Lorette shot off the back wall. Out in the neutral zone. Stewart backhands it in. The Blades in, but they'll touch for the offside. Face off in the neutral zone.
Good response here for the Antigonish Bulldogs, falling behind early on that goal to Cam Frost of the Blades, but creating a lot of good pressure on that last shift, keeping Mount Pearl stuck in their own end of the arena for an extended period of time. Had a rebound or two in there as well, just not able to capitalize yet. A lot of hockey to be played.
The linesman checking the net here of Avery Lovelace. 14:34 to play. Blades win the draw. Kennedy over to Payne now. Payne dumps it in over the line. Martel able to hold it. It comes out to the neutral zone. Payne backhands it down deep into the Bulldogs' end. McDonald fires it to the far wall. Frost with another shot on net. Save for McDonald. Martel the rebound. The puck is behind McDonald. He thought he had it. Payne sends it low. Tulin. Martel down deep. Backhanded to the wall. Cam Frost sends it in deep. And McDonald will reach the glove up and will take the puck for the whistle. 13:49 to play.
Nice catch by the center fielder. You're out. Good job by McDonald on that last one when he got the shot from Martel. Came out behind him. He didn't quite know where it was. Thought he had it. If you think you've got that in the pads, the goalie just turns into a complete statue. Do not move a muscle. If that puck's under the pads, you want to just stay completely still, make sure it stays there.
Frost comes in off the line, shot on net. Rebound was there, Moore not able to get to it in time. Bulldogs carried out now, Forsyth and over the line, looking to get by the defender Cross. Ethan Moore tries to get it to his brother Nick, that's separated by McKinnon. He'll backhand it down deep into the blade zone. Nathan Flynn to Moore, Nick Moore. Puts it in the neutral zone. Brady Walsh dumps it down deep. McDonald will slow it behind his net. Sent ahead. Forsyth and over the line. Off the glove of Lovelace. Cross. Brady Walsh. Yearling comes out over the line. Bulldogs put it ahead. Flynn over for Cross. Ahead to Nick Moore. Moore dumps it in the zone. In the neutral zone. Donnell Campbell back the other way for the Bulldogs. Over for Armstrong. Shot save from Lovelace. Quick shot and a quick save there as Avery Lovelace gloves down that puck. 12:24 to go.
Get another look at that one on the replay. Boom, flash in the leather. Avery Lovelace reaches up and snaps that one out of the air. With a little flair, with a little pizzazz on the glove save.
Bulldogs win the draw, back to Tulin. Tulin plays it after off the far wall down low. It gets by Hain. Armstrong is down to help him. Delaney gets it for VJ Sajpal. He overskates it as he comes out the zone. The puck is carried out by Wicks. Turned over in the neutral zone now. Tulin. He doesn't get to carry it in. Rogers bumps his guy. Wicks loses it. Back the other way. Jack Hain now for the Bulldogs. Hain gets through. Hain shoots, scores!
What an effort as he just turns on the Jets right through the two defenders, able to find that extra bit of speed, get through them, get that shot, and a gorgeous finish up high, not in the glove, over the blocker this time around, into that far corner, top of the net. Absolutely outstanding shot from Hain, and we got ourselves a tie game.
Coming into this game, I'm sure either team knew that this was not going to be an easy task at all to be able to win it out. It's going to take 60 minutes of hockey, and we're about 8 minutes in now, and they've proven that already. Nick Marshall tries to keep it in, or get it out, kept in by the Blades. Marshall poke checks it. Flynn able to get it in to the stick of Cameron Frost now. Frost shot on net. McDonald sees it through, and he'll hold on to it for the whistle.
Always what you want to do after the goal against. Get some shots on goal at the other end. Not a particularly challenging shot to make the save on that time, but Frost gets one in. You never know what's going to happen when you do take a shot on goal, and they get the face-off down inside the offensive zone, do the Blades.
Bulldogs. We'll say Bulldogs win the draw, but the linesman will blow it down. They'll redo that one. 11:28 to play here in the first.
Face-off down in front of the Bulldog fans as well. They have brought their cowbells.
Frost wins the draw. Back to Cross. Flynn fires a score! Nathan Flynn, 5-hole. Blades back up 2-1.
I don't know if that went straight in or if it hit something along the way. We'll take a look at the replay again, Chris. But off the draw, that goes back to Flynn. Lets it go from the point. It goes through a lot of bodies. Martell may have gotten a deflection. We'll wait and see what the official call is. But either way, big blast from Nathan Flynn. And it does the job. 2-1 Mount Pearl.
Yearling plays it over. Martell sends it down deep. McKinnon goes down for it, but it's icing called against the Blades. Face-off back now in Blades territory.
Goals were a little bit hard to come by in the last game that we had here this afternoon between the Kent Coyotes and the St. John's Caps. That ended up 3-2. Not a full 9 minutes played here. We already got 2-1.
Flynn gets it up the wall, sent down deep. Flynn collects it below the goal line now, sends it up the wall for Martell. Cameron Frost ahead for Evan Cross. He got his pocket picked by Yearling. In over the line. Our in-house announcer announces that it's Cameron Frost picking up that go-ahead goal by the Blades, so he has 2 here in the first period. Yearling down low to the far side. It comes. White high in the air. It comes out. Poked ahead by Frost. Cameron Frost holds up. Tries to get it out over to his line mate. Sent the other way by the Bulldogs. Payne off the glass and out down. Racing back for it, it's Tulin. Ethan Tulin of the Bulldogs now. He waits the extra second for the pass. Brody McDonald. Sent in deep. Payne backhands it. Lauriette not able to get a shot off there as he was trying to find it, but it goes to Avery Lovelace. It's a glove down.
Nice job by Zach Lorette, former U18 Valley Wildcat and Halifax McDonald. Just getting himself in the way, using that big solid frame of his, not letting the Blades be able to clear the puck, and ends up with a chance toward the net out of it as well.
Off the draw. The Blades send it down the ice. Icing gets waved off. Tulin back to collect it for the Bulldogs. Ethan Tulin intercepted by Nick Moore. He's racing to it now. That's a tight call. The linesman says offside, though.
He got it right. From our vantage point, that looked like it came out over the line. Not by much, but...
Neutral zone faceoff with 9:38 to play. Bulldogs win the draw. Brody McDonald plays it over for Ethan Tulin. Ahead Bradley Armstrong chips it in where it's picked up by Jack Hayne. Hayne with a sharp angle shot. The loose puck in front. Ethan Moore backhands it away from the crease. Tulin with it. Tulin fires it as high. Nick Moore picks it up now for the Blades. Ahead. Intercepted by Tulin. Brady Walsh can't get it deep. Nolan sends it up the wall. Hayne. Tulin collects it. A bouncing puck. Walsh gets it deep into the Bulldogs' end. McDonald. Off the back wall. Wicks loses it. Campbell kept in by Nolan. Tulin off the boards, out in the neutral zone. Shane Delaney with it. Delaney ahead. Sajpal picks it up. DJ Sajpal looks to go through McKinnon. And the puck gets through him, goes in on McDonald, and he'll cover it up.
Great job by McKinnon, just being strong there, standing up Sajpal, not letting him through. We here in Newfoundland, we know all about the skills VJ Sajpal has. He's got a great shot. He's got great hands. He's got great speed. It's the acceleration, I think, that catches people by surprise because he's not a small guy, and all of a sudden he can just get going, and he's gone before you know it.
Loose puck there as the shot come from the point, and Cameron Frost almost had three.
Goalie looking around a little bit as that one took a hop, but he's got it.
.8:15 to play now. Bulldogs win the draw. Played up the wall and out. Forsyth with it now. Carries it over. Forsyth. Backhands it across. Normando. Tied up on the wall. The Blades try to poke it free. Forsyth gets it back for the Bulldogs. Racing to it, the Blades. White can't get it out. It's low. Forsyth with a shot. Sent down and around. Cross. Off the glass. Out it goes. McKinnon racing back. Ahead. In the neutral zone. Normando gets it down low. Poked away. Ethan Moore to Lucas White. At the red line. Gets the blue. Dumps it in. Save made by the netminder. Comes out of his glove and they continue play as there's no pressure. Tied up on the blue line now. Cameron Bell in over the line. Bell loses an edge. Referee's arm is up. Booking is the call.
Just a good job by Bell. Keeps his feet moving, gets going, forces the player half a step behind him to get on him and get that bit of a pull. And we get the hooking call against Moore of the Mount Pearl Blades. First power play of the hockey game belongs to the Bulldogs.
6:58 to play here. As the Bulldogs look to tie this at 2. Campbell plays it back for McKinnon now. The first eye for Jack Hayne. Up top to McKinnon. McKinnon's shot. Steered aside by the pads of Lovelace. Delaney tries to clear it. Kept in by Ray McKinnon for Gerling now. Back to McKinnon. McKinnon holds, fires. The loose puck's in front of Avery. Lovelace. It gets sent back. Kept in by McKinnon. Yerling fires it. Off the blocker. High stick. As the Bulldogs touch it.
McKinnon not once but twice with the great knockdown to keep that one in and keep the power play going for the Antigonish Bulldogs. Faceoff's going to come back outside the zone, but they've already created a couple of really good chances in just 29 seconds of power play time.
Blades win the face-off. Shane Delaney with it now. Plays it up ahead in the neutral zone. Yearling collects it in his own zone. He'll play it over for McKinnon. McKinnon ahead. Jack Hain to the far side for Armstrong. He holds up on the wall. Sent in low. As Hain tries to poke at it, he's got it down low. Sent up top. McKinnon to Hain. Tries to get it over. Armstrong with a shot. Saved from Loveless.
Another moment where the goaltender thought he had the puck, this time for the goalie in blue, but it was loose behind the net, and Hain was the one coming around with it. Luckily for the Blades, Loveless is able to realize what's going on, get up and get over and defend that post. Hain, somebody certainly quick enough to get around and execute that wraparound if he had the open net to go for.
Ethan Moore wins the draw. And Nathan Flynn will fire it around the boards. Puck comes down into the Bulldogs' territory. Ethan Tulin back to collect it now for the Bulldogs. Tulin, he'll skate it up ice. Still with some time left on the power play. Tulin tries to get through Flynn. No can do. Sent up the wall. Back where Keith Brownlee has it now. He'll play it over for Nick Marshall. Marshall back to Brownlee. Up top, Ethan Tulin. He backhands it down for Marshall. Marshall down low to Sam Grant. Tulin with it now. Tulin holds, fires, save from Loveless.
I know it's not true, but it feels like Tulin has not come off the ice for the Bulldogs for even a minute in this first period. Again, I know he has, but every team's got those guys you lean on that are going to be eating up big minutes. He's got to be leading the Bulldogs in ice time early on in this game.
As Avery Loveless adjusts his equipment, he'll come over for the face-off. 25 seconds left here in the man advantage for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs win it. Grant sends it all the way out and down as the defenseman that got by him. Tulin ahead now for Nick Marshall. Marshall, that pass got intercepted. Back the other way, Tulin carries it in again. Tulin gets by Flynn. Ethan Tulin centers it. Shot, scores! Laurier ties it with just 6 seconds left in the man advantage on a beautiful pass from Tulin down low.
Tulin made a beautiful move to get himself that space, be able to work out wide to the goaltender's right, and then slides it out in front. And it's Zach Lorette, who so often found right at the top of the crease in front of the goaltender, who gets the touch to put that one home and tie us up.
5:04 to go here in the opening period. 4 goals already. Ahead now, Vanell Campbell in the neutral zone. He'll dump it deep to the opposite corner in the Blades end. Off the stick of Payne and out of play.
A couple of kids will scramble down the tunnel to try to grab that puck. If you're not sure where the puck went when it goes out of play, follow the 6-year-olds. You'll find it. It's great to see all the little minor hockey Mount Pearl Blades in the building tonight. No doubt dreaming about being on this ice as the big Blades one day.
Payne gets it ahead for Wicks. Offside, says the linesman. As Vijay Sajbal gets a little cross check there from Armstrong.
Tulin and Marshall both credited with assists on that power play goal to Lorette that had us tied up at 2.
Yearling with it now. Ahead in the neutral zone. McGraw will dump that down deep for the Bulldogs. Delaney to Rogers for Vijay Sajpal now. Sajpal gets it over wide, tries to get it to Sean Rogers. Rogers fires it in the middle. Knocked down by Wicks. Bulldogs able to get it out into the neutral zone now. Chipped in deep. Delaney. The corner, Cameron Bell trying to get it for the Bulldogs. Shane Delaney around the wall. Rogers gets it out on the second attempt. Sent the other way, knocked down by Rogers. Nolan, Sajpal, he'll dump it deep as the Blades go for a change. No icing on the play. Nathan Nolan in the Blades' end now. Plays it to the far corner. Referee got in the way a little bit there. Delaney gets it out in the neutral zone. Berkovicki sent in by Shane Delaney. He'll go change. White trying to get to it. Knocked down by Frost. Cameron Frost sends it low. Martel takes a bump from Tulin. Shot from Wicks, but the referee's arm is up. Tripping.
Yeah, the player got hauled down, and I looked to one referee, and the arm wasn't up, but the back ref caught it, and it is Frost who's going to go off for the trip for Mount Pearl.
Well, the Bulldogs are 1 for 1 on the power play here tonight. Can they go 2 for 2? 3:04 to go in the first period, with an opportunity to take their first lead of the game.
Different power play unit out there than the one that scored the goal.
They win the draw. Not able to be kept in. Vanell Campbell racing back for it now. He goes down. Still gains the possession of the puck, though.
The control, despite being on his knees. Outstanding.
Campbell takes a bump. Jack Hayne with it now. Loses it and regroups in the neutral zone. Gets over for Nell Campbell. Sent in low. On the wall, tied up. Comes back to the point. McKinnon gets it over. Jack Hayne takes a bump from Ethan Moore. Over for Jerling. Jerling up top to McKinnon. Shot there. Rebound. Loose. Hayne to Jerling. Shot goes to the far wall. Cross racing forward. Shot there. Just misses on the short side. Jack Hayne with it. Up top to Jerling. Goes to the far wall. McKinnon. Ray McKinnon. Sent out thanks to Ethan Moore. Blades will get a change of the penalty killers. Nathan Flynn sends it down the other way into the Bulldogs' territory. Back the other way. Tulin. He carries it all the way in, keeps it deep. Back to the point now. It's onto the stick of Brady Walsh. He overskates it, sends it down low. An opportunity there for Brady Walsh it was, but overskated the puck, lost it. Able to get enough on it to send it deep, though, into the Bulldogs' end. Sent in by Nick Marshall. Delaney up, Tulin, can't hold that. As we're back at even strength now, and we hit the last minute of the play of the first period. Through the neutral zone, Tulin skates it in over the line. Sent out by Frost in the neutral zone. As the Bulldogs send it deep in Blades territory. Nathan Nolan plays it up the wall for Sean Rogers. Rogers to the far side. McDonald bounces over his stick. He collects it in his own end. Brody McDonald still with it. Ahead. Chasson turned over and picked up by the Blades. Ahead to VJ Sajpal. Stewart sends it the other way. Cameron Bell racing for it. He gets it over. Chasson for McGraw. That just fell behind him. Rogers takes a bump from Bell. In the neutral zone, tied up. And that's going to do it. After one period of play, we're tied at 2. Shots on net, 19-11 for the Bulldogs. We're going to throw it down to ice level. Where Matt Little is going to be joined by assistant coach Justin Parsons. Going to throw it down to you, Matt.
And standing by after one period of play with Justin Parsons of the Mount Pearl Junior Blades. You got I heard everybody yelling on the bench, 0-0 period after that.
Yeah, I mean, it's Antigonish is a great team, right? They got a lot of speed. They got a couple guns up front, but I mean, we're happy with that period, a 2-2 period, basically going even into the locker room. Looking forward to the second.
What do you got to work on going into period number 2? You guys took a couple of penalties there.
Yeah, I think we should be able to power play here in the second, hopefully. But yeah, penalties will against a team like this will hurt you for sure. But I think we just get pucks, not turning over pucks on the offensive blue line. Keep getting on the attack, we'll be all right.
All right, best of luck.
Thank you, appreciate it.
As Justin Parsons with the Mount Pearl Junior Blades, we're tied at 2 after one period between Antigonish and Mount.
back underway here for the second period as we move into an exciting second period here. Action filled in the first. 2-2 is the score. Dumped down deep by the Bulldogs. Flynn able to carry it up the wall out of his zone. Knocked off the puck by Hain. A bouncing puck in the neutral zone. Onto the stick of Jack Hain. Now he carries it back in to the Blades territory. Blades with it. Nick Moore for Ethan Moore. Ahead. McDonald sends it back the other way onto the stick of Lauriette. Lauriette with a shot. Loveless the save. The rebound is there. Tied up now down below the goal line. Blades come away with it. Evan Cross. Sent down low. Ethan Tulin to Nick Moore. Tulin. Poke check by Rogers. Chisholm. It's over the stick of Tulin. Icing waved off. Delaney. Ahead to Sajpal. BJ Sajpal at the red line. Dumps it in deep. In the corner, Sean Rogers. Loses it to Yearlink. Nick Marshall into the neutral zone now for Chisholm. Chisholm over the line. Turned over. Back the other way. The Blades carry it. Wicks dumps it in. Goes by Wicks. Comes back to the point. Nathan Nolan's shot. The puck is loose. Rogers drops it back to Delaney. Delaney for Nathan Nolan. Nolan fires. Save from McDonald. Sajpal trying to keep it low now. To the wall. Knocked down by Sajpal. Poke check by Sam Grant. Kept in by Rogers. Bulldogs try to get it ahead to Chasson. It's too far for him as his icing called against the Bulldogs. 17:44 to play.
Well, we got a hot start to the second period after an amazing first period. We were only really about 30 seconds in when Zach Lorette had his opportunity coming down the right wing for the Antigonish Bulldogs.
Face off to the right of the netminder, Ryan McDonald. Cross wins the draw, comes back to the point. Payne's shot, that gets blocked in front by White. Frost racing to it to try to regain possession for the Blades. McKinnon to Chasson, he'll play it out of the zone into the neutral zone. Kennedy forces it back into the Blades territory. Payne with it now. Jacob Payne, he'll skate it up. Blue line, he'll dump it in deep. Sent down. Martell. Keith Brownlee sends it to Nick Marshall. Intercepted. Sent down low. A collision between Payne and Armstrong as Armstrong looks to be in some discomfort skating to the bench. Collision on the wall. Campbell and Frost. Flynn knocks down Campbell again. The far side, it comes out in the neutral zone. Back the other way. Ross sends it in. Cleared out again. But it's going to be icing called against the Bulldogs. Off. Waved off. Nick Moore. Donnell Campbell. Moore takes a hit in the neutral zone. Off the blocker of Loveless that time. Chipped out. Brownlee knocks it down. These are for Jack Hain. He'll dump it down deep into the Blades territory. Cross. It's the referee, I believe. Campbell throws it over in front. Cross looking to skate it up ice now. Gets it ahead for Nick Moore. Moore. Cross picks it up. Cross to the top for Flynn. Flynn puts a shot through off the back wall. Ethan Moore on the far side now. In the middle for Nick Moore. For Evan Cross. Wines, fires. Saved there from McDonald. Flynn up top. Nick Moore. Cross. Fires it again. Blocked in front. Bulldogs get it out. Fans are calling for a penalty. That puck hit the linesman. Bulldogs end now. Brownlee. Dumped in deep. Flynn around the boards. Coffey. Brady Walsh. He gets it into the Bulldogs territory. Tulin takes a hit. Berkovicki gets it out in the neutral zone. Cross sends it ahead into the Bulldogs end. McDonald forced to make the play. Sent in now for Tulin to carry out and up. Tulin takes a bump. It gets ahead for McGraw. Tries to get it over for Tulin. Referee's arm is up. It's going to be a tripping call against Tulin. Hook. Okay.
Tulin got caught with the trip as he kind of left the stick out a little bit, and Coffey went over it and down to the ice. All we needed, Chris, was that one little spark that was going to ramp up the physicality in this hockey game, and the collision between Armstrong and Payne was what did it. You always get a little nervous when you see those legs get together on a collision like that, and Armstrong clearly got the worst of it. Luckily, he was able to get up, skate back to the bench on his own power, hasn't gone to the room or anything, so hopefully a bit of a Charlie horse, bit of a stinger, something he can shake off in a few minutes and return to action.
Campbell sends it down the ice, killing time off the clock for his team. 14:30 to go here in the second. VJ Sajpal gets it over for Wicks. Wicks with a drive, he'll carry it down low. Up top for Shane Delaney. Delaney with it now to Wicks. Wicks with it, down low. Rogers puts it up for Delaney. Rogers gets it. Over for Nolan. Nolan fires. Just goes short. Wicks able to get it for the Blades. It's sent down low. Jerlink high in the air and out. All the way back down into the Blades territory. Delaney. Nolan. Halfway through the man advantage here now. Delaney collects it. Plays it ahead. Ethan Moore trying to come away with it as he's pinned up against the boards. Bulldogs doing a good job of killing time off of the clock here. McDonald gets it over for McGraw. He'll sends it down the ice. 25 seconds left in the man advantage. Frost chips it down. Stewart hit by Frost. Walsh goes down. Back at even strength. Flynn plays it up for Ethan Moore now. Moore in over the line. Holds on the wall. Tries to get it to the far side. Nick Moore backs off as he sees the 3-on-1 happening. Send up the wall. Brady Walsh picks it up. Walsh with it on his stick. Cuts over front. Walsh shot. The puck is loose. They poke at it. McDonald gets it under the pad and locks it down.
Fantastic penalty kill by the Antigonish Bulldogs. Mount Pearl spent most of that power play back at their own end, chasing and resetting more than they did in the offensive zone. Then they come up with the goal-scoring opportunity after the power play, when again the attacker way in behind everybody on that line change. Only tough break was by the time he caught up with the puck, he was almost parallel to the net and had to come out in front. Still got a good opportunity off on it, but always tough to make something happen from that kind of a tight angle.
Bulldogs play it off the glass, kept in by Flynn. Nathan Flynn shot in towards it. It's loose! McDonald with the original save there rolled over his glove and it was lying in the crease. And no one could get to it to tap at home for the Blades. Or even a misplay by the Bulldogs to put it in the net. Back the other way, Bulldogs into Blades territory. Their shot goes off the back wall. Frost with it now. Ahead to Martel. He overskates it as it's sent back down low by Gerling. Flynn below the goal line. Plays it up the wall. Lauriette tries to make a play for it. Waves off the icing. High in the air. Well, that's going to go for icing against the Bulldogs. 11:27 to play.
I believe it was McKinnon who was the one that got the final touch to clear that puck out of the crease and get it out of harm's way for Antigonish. If it was, hats off to him. As that puck was in a real dangerous area heading toward the goal line and just cleared out of the way in time.
Laid up. Intercepted by Coffey out in the neutral zone. Tulin skating it up now, looking to gain some speed. He gets below the defender. Throws it out in front. Zach Coffey plays it off the back wall. Payne gets it now. Payne for Stamp. Out in the neutral zone. Poked ahead. Sent into the Blades territory. Coffey takes a bump there from Berkovicki. McDonald to Normando. He'll dump it in deep. On the tip. Around into the corner. Coffey. Shift out. Kept in by Tulin. Tulin. Brady Walsh now. Off the boards and up. Walsh is taken down by a hit there. That's thanks to Owen Forsyth. Payne makes a bump from Forsyth. Jacob Payne. And he goes down. Blades get a stick on it and they'll fire it down. Bulldogs territory for icing. 10:06 to go.
And some Bulldog hockey going on here now as they start to lay the body, lay some big hits. Knocking the Blades around a little bit. Coffey was knocked down to the ice. A little bit harder to do it to Jacob Payne, but is possible.
We approach the midway point of this game. We're still tied at 2. Lots of hockey left yet. Payne with it now for the Blades. They'll bring it around, play it up the wall to Coffey. He tries to backhand it. Turnover onto the stick of Vanell Campbell. Campbell's shot saved from Lovelace.
Looking to see if there was any room 5 hole off of that steal from Campbell. Laser beam down low, but Lovelace is there to make the save.
A line change now for the Bulldogs. Jack Hayne in to take the draw. Wins it. Back to Gerling. To Vanell Campbell. Down low. Hayne. Plays it off the wall. Back to McKinnon. Over for Gerling. Gerling shot in on net. Gets blocked by Nolan. Blades high in the air. It gets ahead. BJ Sajpal racing up. Sajpal going in. He's separated. The referee's arm is up. The Blades still have it. And another hit down low.
Yeah, going to be more out of this. I mean, just about a full wrap-up on Sajpal. Pretty obvious holding call there because you got to do something to slow him down. And then the collision's in behind. I'm curious whether this is just one penalty or are there more. McKinnon is definitely going to go for the Bulldogs, and I think that is it.
It's a hook.
So just the initial hook on McKinnon. No other penalties on that exchange.
Blades to the power play. 9:29 to go here in the second. Face-off will come outside. I guess they said, well, the D did encroach into the scrum. The Blades will lose the zone. They win the face-off. Cross for Flynn now. Ahead for Cameron Frost. He carries it in over the line. Tries to get it through. As the Bulldogs get a stick on it, and Logan McGraw fires it all the way down into the Blades territory. Flynn to Moore. Dumps it in. Cross. Lets it go by. Sent down low. Nick Moore to Cameron Frost. Up top for Nathan Flynn. Back to Frost. Down low, Moore. Moore with a sharp angle shot. Initial save made by McDonald. Moore gets it back for Frost. Up top to Flynn. It gets by Cross. Racing to the corner now. As they look to tie it up or get possession. Nick Moore gets it back. Pressured here by Brody McDonald. Kept in by Cross. Gets it to Nick Moore. Whistle went, but...
See, it's the goalie's mask. When he made that save off the mask earlier, he was trying to get the referee's attention earlier to say, hey, I need you to stop this. My helmet's not sitting right. And I guess he finally got his attention. The Blades may not like having to take a little timeout on their power play there, but player safety is player safety, especially if you're the guy the people are shooting at.
Certainly. No argument here on that case. Kept in by Flynn. Gets it down low. Cameron Frost tries to poke it around and does so. Nick Moore tried to get it across, but Jack Hain gets a stick on it. He fires it into the Blades bench.
Almost a save for D'Entremont there.
.32 seconds left here in the man advantage for the Mount Pearl Blades as they look to get that go-ahead goal again. High in the air. Bouncing puck. Nathan Flynn for the Blades now. Loses an edge, goes down. Jack Hain gets it. Down low. Hain tied up. He's got 3 Blades on him now. And they finally get the puck loose. Gets it over for Cross. Dumps it in deep as Cross and Walsh almost collided. Sajpal turns. VJ Sajpal down low. In the corner. He's got 2 Bulldogs on him. Comes back to the point for Shane Delaney. He walks through. That goes off the blocker of McDonald. Sam Grant pokes it by Nathan Nolan. Campbell got Grant with him. Gets it over. Grant! Shot! Save from Loveless! Nathan Nolan gets to the red line, dumps it down deep to the Bulldogs' end. Tulin. Lauriette. Delaney. Tulin. Tulin with it for McDonald now. Back to Ethan Tulin. Tries to get it to the captain, Sam Grant. Frost on his stick now, racing to it. Kept in, comes out. Has a collision between the Bulldogs. Delaney around the boards. Martel. Nathan Nolan is there. He holds up behind the net. He plays it there for Delaney now. Shane Delaney ahead. The red line, he'll try to dump it in deep. It gets blocked. Lucas White will pick the pocket of Will Normando, sends it down low. To the corner it goes. Normando. Dumped deep by Frost. Normando. Good separation there from the captain, Nathan Flynn, as the Bulldogs go offside with 5:24 to play.
Every single arm in blue straight up in the air there, calling the offside.
Shots now 23-18 for the Bulldogs. As they'll redo the face-off here with the new centerman. Cameron Bell will come in to take the draw. Tied up. It's carried in. Kept in by McGraw. Turned over. Flynn. Still with the puck now. Plays it over for Cross. Ahead in the neutral zone. Ethan Moore with it. Referee's arm is up. It's going to be a penalty against the Bulldogs as they touch up. Slashing is the call.
Judging by the reaction, I'm guessing that's Yerlink. Yeah, yes indeed, and he is none too pleased. Immediately threw out the arms. What did I do? You got to argue your case a little bit, although it very rarely changes the referee's mind.
Never seen a referee take it back a penalty once they call it. Blades win the draw. Back to the point. Gets to Cameron Frost now. Frost, challenged by Vanell Campbell. Gets it back. Ethan Moore. Gets it. Flynn now up top. Frost puts it. Moore. Frost. The Bulldogs collapse to one side here. Flynn with it. Ethan Moore. Nick Moore. Turns. Frost. Cross. Nick Moore now. Down low to Ethan Moore. To Nick Moore. His shot goes off the far wall. Sent down. Ethan Moore. Knocked off the puck. Cameron Frost. Gets it low. As Frost gets cross-checked. So it's Tulin going into the box. No, it's not. It's Brody McDonald. A two-man advantage for the next 55 seconds for the Mount Pearl Blades as they look to regain the lead. 3:51 to go in the period.
It'll be a big test for the Bulldogs here. It'll be a real momentum shift either way. Does wonders for your confidence if you can kill it off.
Ethan Moore. As the linesman is in the way.
As if the fans need more reason to boo the officials sometimes, right?
Back the other way. Ethan Moore carries it in. Gets it down low. Ethan Moore in front. Moore fans on the shot as it goes into the Blades bench on a clearing attempt from Zachary Stewart.
So 31 seconds gone in that second penalty. Only 24 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3. So the Bulldogs about halfway through that.
Ray McKinnon tries to clear it. Delaney's able to keep it in. He gets it over for Nathan Flynn now. Flynn to Sajpal, back to Flynn. Flynn holds, fires off the back wall. Brady Walsh gets it low. VJ Sajpal racing to it. Clearing attempt by Tulin, successful. Loveless leaves it for Flynn. We're 5-on-4 now. Sajpal gaining speed, skating up. Sajpal now. He'll carry it down low. Sajpal cycles it up top. Over for Brady Walsh. Back to Sajpal. Over for Delaney. Delaney with it. It's the Bulldogs pressuring the Blades. Up top, Flynn fires. The puck is loose on side, and McDonald covers it. 2:26 to play.
Still 35 seconds of penalty time that the Bulldogs have to kill off, but they have done a wonderful job thus far. Getting the puck down the ice, limiting some chances.
Nick Moore with it now. Moore holds, fires, that goes high. Off the back glass and out. Racing back, it's Vanell Campbell. He gets a stick on it. Campbell over in front, the referee's arm is up. The Blades touch a penalty against Mount Pearl. Holding.
Going to get Evan Cross for the hold. And much like the penalty we saw the other way, Vijay Sajpal just getting on his horse and going, forcing the hold. Campbell, I've talked about his speed already in this game, just go into the net faster than you can go, and Cross has no choice but to hold on to him and take the penalty.
We'll have 20 seconds of 4-on-4 action before it changes over to a Bulldogs power play. 2:11 to go here in the period. Flynn takes it off the draw. Ahead to Nick Moore. Gets by as McKinnon turns to get to it now. Moore forcing McKinnon to the wall. Comes to the far side for Gerling. Gerling in over the line. Holds up. Gerling shot. Pad save. Another save from Lovelace. Oh my goodness. Avery Lovelace. Power play Bulldogs now. That shot goes off of the mesh. 1:40 to go. .129 left here in the man advantage for the Bulldogs. Flynn is taken to the corner. 3 Bulldogs work to get that puck out. Vanell Campbell with it. Sends it up to Armstrong. Armstrong gets it back to the point for McKinnon. McKinnon with it. Works to the middle. McKinnon's shot blocked in front. Gerling shot. That's high over the net on the short side. Hain plays it back to McKinnon. Over for Gerling. Gerling into circle. Shot over toward net. Gets deflected to the corner. McKinnon. Last minute of play here in the second period. That shot goes across the crease. McKinnon to the wall for Hain. Down low, Vanell Campbell. Campbell to Hain. Hain shot. Avery Lovelace the save. The referee with a couple of penalties at that scrum. It's going to be Armstrong and Martell, 2 minutes each for Lovelace. So it's going to stay 5-on-4 power play for the next 34 seconds for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs win the draw. Brownlee plays it over for Tulin. He gets it, switches off. Sam Grant, cross crease, tries, gets blocked by the Blades, and they send it down to the Bulldogs' territory. Back to collect it is Keith Brownlee. He leaves it there for Ethan Tulin. Plays it off the far wall. Nick Moore sends it back down the Bulldogs' territory. Tulin behind the net now, as we're back at even strength. Ahead, Nolan sends it back the other way. Ethan Moore dumps it in right in on McDonald, and he'll cover it up for the whistle. .1 to go. And that's going to do it. After 40 minutes of play, we remain tied at 2. Shots on net, 27-20 for the Bulldogs. And right now, we're going to throw it down to Matt Little, who's joined by one of the Bulldogs' assistant coaches. Down to...
Thank you, guys. I'm here with Bulldogs coach Donnie Grant. Entertaining first period, intense second period.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's not what we want to be doing, but this is where we're at. It's a tie game after 2 periods, so we'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, anybody's game in the third. What is the message going into that final period?
Definitely be smarter. We're not making the smart plays. We're making it a lot tougher on ourselves. We're getting into stuff that we shouldn't be getting into, and it's just now we got to bear down for a third period.
All right, well, best of luck.
Right, thank you.
Okay, guys, we're tied at 2 after 40 minutes. Third period's on the way here on AO Live.
It's time to hear your 50-50 winning ticket number. Get out your 50-50 ticket to see if you have won some money, money, money. Your 50-50 ticket number is 8, 3, 5, 1. Your lucky chunk of puck wins. From tonight's game, the closest to center ice, puck number 262. Chet Drover, you are tonight's lucky winner of the Old Dutch Chuck Puck. The second closest to center ice, puck number 178. Callie Clark, congratulations. Your first rated puck, puck number 142. Congratulations, Kevin Byrne. And your second rated puck, puck number 292. Dawson Flynn.
Back here now for the third period in what's been an exciting game, Matt. Both teams going back and forth, trading goals. The Bulldogs not allowing the Blades to get too far ahead.
The goals in the first period, the physicality in the second. We'll see what the third brings.
Chasson plays it over for Tulin. Ahead to Sam Grant. Intercepted in the neutral zone by Nathan Flynn now. Flynn back, shot on net and a save from McDonald.
We've seen some goals from about that point of the ice already today. It was right about the face-off circle, just where that one was let go. That was the winning shot for the St. John's Caps in the last game against the Kent Coyotes this afternoon. Looked like a relatively innocent shot by the defenseman, but it went in.
Moore wins the draw. Cross sends it down low. Nick Moore gets by his stick. Racing to it for the Bulldogs now. Brody McDonald tries to play it over for Logan McGraw. Too much for him. In the Bulldogs' end it is now. Tulin turns it over. Moore gets it to the corner. Nick Moore, don't see it coming behind him. To the wall. And up. Cross. Shot in on net, steered aside by the paddle of McDonald. Tulin. Flynn. It gets by him. Cross. Turns to avoid. Collects it in his own zone. Looks for the outlet pass. It's ahead in the neutral zone. Sent down deep by the Bulldogs. No icing on the play. Nathan Flynn. As Wicks drops it to him, he'll play it ahead. Rogers tries to play it to Sajpal. It's kept in. They lose it. Back the other way. Sam Grant for the Bulldogs. In over the line. Wicks chips it out in the neutral zone. Jerling looking to get by. Gets it over for Lorette. Lorette being pushed off. Sent in by Flynn. Back the other way. Sajpal and Rogers. It's a 2-on-1. VJ Sajpal. What a defensive play by Jerling there. The poke check it off Sajpal's stick. Nathan Nolan. A sharp angle shot goes off the back wall. Sam Grant storms back the other way for the Bulldogs. Shot that's high over the net. Cameron Frost centers it for Rogers now. Sean Rogers over the line. Sends it deep into the corner. Brownlee leaves it for Stewart. Centering opportunity. Normando carries it out in the neutral zone, dumps it down deep into the Blades' end. Delaney to Stewart. Shot on net, and Lovelace gets it in the glove. .12 to go here in the third period. Still deadlocked at 2.
These teams playing for seeding right now as we go into the semifinals coming up tomorrow. Blades come into the game 3-0. They're on 9 points. Kensington, Prince Edward Island currently sits at 7 points. The Bulldogs have 6. And we know the St. John's Junior Caps have 3. And they will be the number 4 seed going into the semifinals tomorrow. But either of these teams could still finish on top.
Back to the point now. Tulin with it. He fires, and it's tipped there by Hain, but Lovelace able to track it and stop it.
Squeeze those pads, Lovelace. Squeeze as tight as you can. Hain so dangerous every single time he is on the ice for the Antigonish Bulldogs, and nearly found enough room through the pads there, but the 5-hole was closed.
Tulin with it now. Cuts towards the middle. His shot gets blocked. Nathan Flynn sends it out into the neutral zone. Ahead. White sends it. He's got Martell with him. White holds, fires, goes to the far corner. Back the other way come the Bulldogs now. It's McGraw. He's got Marshall with them. McGraw fires. Gets blocked by Flynn. Sent up the wall. Lucas White dumps it deep as he goes in to pursue the puck. Back the other way comes Owen Jerling. Carrying it down low, Jerling tries to throw it out in front. Blades don't clear it. That shot goes off the back wall. Flynn to Walsh. Jerling keeps it in. Shot blocked. To the other side now, Ray McKinnon. Down low, Vanell Campbell. Takes a bump there from Moore. Bouncing puck. Moore as the Bulldogs come away with it. Jack Hain up top. Jerling. Hain winds, fires. Save from Loveless. Vanell Campbell tries to center it for Jack Hain. Turned over. Hain gets it back. A shot there, blocked in front. McKinnon with another shot. Save from Loveless. Ethan Moore off the glass. Comes out this time. It's ahead for Brady Walsh now. Walsh looking to cut towards the net. Walsh taken down. Bumps into the netminder.
Yerlink has been the guy there each time, Chris. Before on the play a couple of moments ago, shutting down the 2-on-1 chance, and then it's Yerlink again there playing defense. Takes his man down, knocks him off his skates, but does not take a penalty. Well done.
Great job on the defenseman getting back there, no doubt. 15:05 to play here now in the third period. Face-off will stay inside the Bulldogs' end. Sam Grant. Grant high in the air. Knocked down by Sean Rogers. He fires it back down to the Blades' territory. Lorette with it now. Kept in by Rogers as he was looking to see where it went. Tulin to the wall. Rogers tries to fire it back in. In the neutral zone. Sean Rogers gets it in over the Bulldogs' line. Out in the neutral zone is sent down to the Blades' territory. Payne plays it around the boards. Sean Rogers. Ahead, kept in by Tulin. Tulin shot. Oh, that just narrowly missed the net as it bounced in front. High in the air, Bulldogs send it down. The referee's arm is up as Rogers hits Grant.
Rogers and Grant collide. Grant goes down. And then as his teammate came over to give Rogers the business afterwards, Grant able to get himself up and say, no. We're going to take the power play on this one. Back up and let him go to the box.
It's a big opportunity here for the Antigonish Bulldogs now, as that's a 4-minute minor for kneeing.
Yeah, I mean, fair call. And just well done by the captain, Sam Grant, being able to recognize that situation and make sure his team gets this extended power play. The former Cape Breton West Islander, former Junior A Valley Wildcat, Sam Grant may never personally lead his team in scoring, but I have met few more heart and soul guys in my life than Sam Grant.
Jerling with it now for the Bulldogs. Vanell Campbell posts up on the side of the net. Over. Jack Hain. Up top for Ray McKinnon. For Jerling now to the top of the circle. He holds, fires, and gets blocked in front. Nathan Nolan, off the glass and down. McKinnon ahead to Jack Hain now. Hain looking to gain speed through the neutral zone, carries it in over the line. He'll go deep with it. Plays it back to the point for McKinnon. McKinnon to Jerling now. Over for Hain. Hain's shot. That just goes wide. Jerling to Ray McKinnon. McKinnon. Bulldogs back the other way now. Jerling carrying it in low. as Nathan Nolan will try to keep him to the outside. Gets it back for Armstrong. Bradley Armstrong tries to get it centered. Comes to McKinnon. McKinnon with it now to Vanell Campbell. Campbell up top to McKinnon. McKinnon waits with it. Over for Vanell Campbell. Campbell high in the air. It gets blocked. It's knocked down. The Bulldogs come away with centering opportunity there. They couldn't get to it in time. Clearing opportunity by the Blades. Unsuccessful. McKinnon over for Lorette. He shoots it and fires it off the back wall. Vanell Campbell with it now. Over for Owen Marshall. Marshall holds, fires. That's just short. Campbell loses it. McKinnon keeps it in. Campbell on the wall now. Vanell Campbell. Ray McKinnon. To Owen Marshall. Sorry, Nick Marshall, that is. To Lorette. McKinnon. Blocked in front by Wicks. As Martell get a stick on it and fire it down in the Bulldogs' territory. Minute and a half left now in the man advantage for the Bulldogs. 11:39 left in the third period. Nick Marshall over for Sam Grant. Grant will go to the opposite corner. A loose puck. Tulin able to keep it in. He sends it cross, collects it for the Blades. He holds and fires it down the ice. Tulin. Bradley Armstrong carries it in. Sam Grant tries to get over for Armstrong. Sajpal trying to get a stick on it. Back to the point. Jerling plays it over for Tulin. Plays it in for Jack Hain now. Hain tries to center. Opportunity to score. Sam Grant fires it home. Bulldogs take the lead on the power play.
And it was Sam Grant who took the knee that had the penalty to start that. And it's the captain who gets it done at the end of the long power play. Mount Pearl Blades had killed over 3 of the 4 minutes in that penalty against. But Sam Grant finds the back of the net, and the Bulldogs on top in the hockey game as we approach the midway point of the third period.
Underway, Bulldogs win the draw. Jerling gets it in his own zone. He'll play it off to Ray McKinnon and ahead now in the neutral zone. Frost sends it back the other way. Shane Delaney over for Nathan Nolan. Kyle Martell's stick is able to tip it down deep into the Bulldogs' end. Jerling around the boards, comes back to the point. Delaney sends it down low again. Jerling ahead. Bell loses it. Shane Delaney for the Blades now. To the far side, no one's going to get to it in time, so it's going to be icing called against the Blades. 10:09 to go. As the Bulldogs make some changes, they'll get a fresh line out here. Shots on net, 33-22, Bulldogs. A bouncing puck. Delaney comes away with it for the Blades now. Shane Delaney dumps it in to the opposite corner. Collected by Tulin. Down low. Knocked down. Martell plays it back for Nathan Nolan. Nolan puts a shot in on net. Tricky shot there, but McDonald with the save. And we got some extra pushing and shoving here.
I think White may have got a tip on the shot as it was going in on the goalie. Keeper made a nice stop, and then we get the fracas afterwards. White gets knocked down, and more than a few players got knocked off their skates on that exchange. Nice job by the DJ. So White is going to go to the penalty box for the Blades. and he's going to take a player with him.
Berkovicki, it looks like.
2 players in the box for the Blades. So it is going to be a Bulldogs power play as they got the extra, or the Blades got the extra penalty.
Campbell to McKinnon. McKinnon takes a hard hit on the boards. Armstrong to Campbell. Campbell with it. Jerling for McKinnon. To Jerling. Hain up top to McKinnon. Jerling. Hain in low. Centering opportunity. Armstrong couldn't get the shot off. Hain gets it up top for Jerling. McKinnon takes the shot. Jerling, his shot gets deflected to the corner. Down low, Campbell gets it to the point. McKinnon for Jerling. Up top, McKinnon holds, fires out the back wall. Jerling was skating in to hopefully collect that rebound off the back wall and fire it home. Vanell Campbell with it. Campbell goes down. Nick Moore tries to clear it. Hain up top to McKinnon for Jerling. He holds with it. Jerling. Ray McKinnon now. Jack Hain on the wall. Moves over, fires, and it gets blocked in front. Referee's arm is up. There's a penalty on the play. It's another one against the Blades. Hooking.
Whew. Another moment where everybody exhale here. That one flipped up and over the net, just coming down in behind the net, behind Loveless. Campbell gets knocked down hard afterwards. The penalty going to go to Ethan Moore of the Mount Pearl Blades. So just when the initial penalty only had 6 seconds remaining in it. Another 2 minutes against Moore. Bulldogs trying to put this thing out of reach.
Quick shot there. Loveless has to be smart to cover up the rebound there, as there's 1 second left in the penalty to Lucas White.
Lorette and Marshall both right on the doorstep, but the goaltender a little bit quicker to get to that rebound and cover it up in the crease.
To the left of Avery Loveless now, 7:52 to go in the third. Played back. Tulin keeps it alive. 5-on-4 man advantage here now. Bulldogs collected. Sam Grant over. Up top. Sam Grant with it. Holds. Fires off the back wall. Clearing attempt by the Blades successful. They hold up now. Tulin looking to skate it up. Tulin gets it over for Keeve Brownlee. Brownlee will fire it around the boards. Comes back to Sam Grant. He fires it there. Just misses. Nathan Nolan ties it up in the corner. Pokes it free. And out. Tulin back to collect it in his own zone. Ethan Tulin for the Antigonish Bulldogs. He'll skate it up. In over the line, holds up. Pressured there. Back the other way. Nathan Flynn just can't get to it in time. He's going to skate to the corner for it, though. He takes a bump. It's onto the stick now of Jack Hain. Hain. Almost goes down. Skates it in over the line. Jack Hain to Yerlink. Down low to Hain. Hain goes down with a shot in front. Vanell Campbell fires it home. Power play goal, 4-2 Bulldogs.
And Nolan for the Blades is still checking his skates. It seemed like he had an equipment malfunction. He went down in the corner, and that allowed Hain to just skate away from him completely unmolested. Got the puck over to Campbell. At that point, it's a 5-on-3, so there's plenty of open time and space, and Campbell's able to tuck it into the net, make it 4-2.
Matt, I think it's almost the first time to this tournament that the Blades have been down by 2, if not the first.
I don't think they trailed in the third period.
No, not at all.
They've been tied,
but never trailed. 6 minutes and 12 seconds down by a peer. As the hosts, Mount Pearl Blades, will look to tie this up here and force overtime. Dumped in deep.
Should this score hold, these teams would finish tied on points, but Antigonish would have the tiebreaker head-to-head, so they would finish on top, correct?
I believe you are right, yes, Matt. Tied up down low. Delaney trying to get it, but it's Marshall for the Bulldogs. Cross. Sends it in to the Bulldogs' territory. Racing in for it now, McDonald. Marshall to Tulin. Ahead to McGraw. Sent in low by Logan McGraw. To the corner it goes now. Coffey. Down low. Shane Delaney. Cross for the Blades. Cross goes down. Bulldogs back the other way. Forsyth pulls, fires, save from Lovelace.
Big stretch by Lovelace as he reaches out to his left. Able to knock that one down and hold on to it. 2 goals in 4 minutes and 46 seconds. It's a tall order, but it's not impossible. Lovelace giving them a chance to do it.
On the boards, Rogers will look to get it out in the neutral zone. Yes, he does. Turned over. Forsyth carried in over the Blades blue line now. He goes down. Sean Rogers to Nathan Nolan. Nolan, high in the air, down. Collects it. Yearling. Flynn, over for Nolan. Rogers will dump it down deep. McDonald. Forsyth. Bulldogs with it. They send it up the wall. And ahead. Over onto the stick now of Chasson. He'll dump it in on the net. He'll take Nathan Flynn to the corner. Flynn will come away with the puck. 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the third period. Flynn dumps it in deep. Sajpal racing to it. Takes his man to the boards. Both of them will fight for possession of the puck. Sam Grant with it now. Will get it ahead for Ethan Tulin. Drops it for Grant. Grant holds, fires. That shot gets blocked by Delaney. In the corner now. A bouncing puck. Delaney over for Ethan Moore. Moore ahead. Sorry, that was Nick Moore for Ethan Moore now, and he'll dump it in deep. Goes over the glove of McDonald. Back the other way, the Bulldogs. They turn it over in the neutral zone. Brady Walsh loses it to Vanell Campbell. Campbell in over the line. He's knocked off by Nick Moore. As it hits something up in the ceiling, the face-off will stay inside the Blades' territory. 2:46 to go, and it's still 4-2 Bulldogs.
Managed to play the puck off of the speakers right above the center ice face-off dot. The roof here at the Glacier is so high, typically you can get away with flicking that puck up in the air to clear the zone, and you're not going to hit anything, unlike a lot of barns that have a lower roof, but watch those speakers.
Played to the corner. Evan Cross high and down. It gets by. Brownlee sends it to the wall. Jack Hain out into the neutral zone. Nathan Nolan over for Evan Cross. Cross to Brady Walsh. In over the line, dumped down deep by Ethan Moore. Keeve Brownlee plays it around the boards as it comes out into neutral zone. Campbell tied up the stick of Nathan Nolan there to allow the puck to come out. Played ahead. Goes by Campbell, but it's icing called against the Blades. 2:10 to go.
Icing not what you want here. Going to get the Blades pushed back into their own end. As you start to get to 2 minutes, you got to think about starting to get Loveless out of the net to see if you can make something happen with an extra attacker. And you can't do that when they're stuck down in this end of the rink. Blades need to win the draw and get moving.
Bulldogs win the draw. McKinnon rims it around the boards. McGraw couldn't control it that time. It goes to the corner. Evan Cross collects it for the Blades. He holds. Sends it down the other end. Brady Walsh intercepts it. Picked up by Marshall and sent down deep into the Caps territory again. Down below. Nolan plays it to Nick Moore. The Bulldogs are pressing up, not allowing the Blades much of an opportunity here. Cameron Frost tips it in deep, and it goes to Yearlink. Yearlink with it now. Over. As it gets by Chason. No icing on the play. Delaney holds with it. He'll skate at the other end. In on net, and they'll force Campbell to hold it. 1:04 to go in the third as the Blades are down by 2. Mount Pearl will call their timeout now. Shots on net are 39-25 in favor of the Bulldogs, as if they are able to hold on to this victory, they will finish first in the division, which means they will take on the St. John's Caps in tomorrow's semifinal game. The last time the Bulldogs played the Caps, they defeated them by a score of 8-0. The timeout is over. The face-off was called back down into the Bulldogs' end. 1:04 to play. It's carried to the wall. Flynn shots it in there. Moore, his shot got blocked. Kept in by Flynn. It's in his feet as they search for it. Nathan Flynn with it. The goaltender's out for the extra attacker. It's back to the point. Nick Moore winds, fires, that just misses short. Daniel Chason ahead. Sam Grant with it now, and Grant will fire it into the open net. 5-2 Bulldogs. Keith Brownlee. He'll fire it up in the air. Goes to the opposite corner. Icing is waved off. Nathan Flynn has it for the Blades now, and he holds up behind the net. Flynn looking for the pass if he's going to make one at all. Off the wall into the neutral zone. Sent in by the Bulldogs. They're offside. But that's about going to do it as the final seconds run off of the clock. And there you have it, folks. The final buzzer sounds. The Antigonish Bulldogs skate to a 5-2 victory over the host Mount Pearl Blades. The semifinals matchups will be Antigonish versus the St. John's Caps. The Mount Pearl Blades versus the Kensington Vipers. Times of those games to be confirming yet. To find out all that information, I'll direct you to go over to the Don Johnson Memorial Cup website, djcup.ca. That's where you'll find the times for all of those games. As now we will await the presentation of the Players of the Game Awards. Evan Cross collects the Player of the Game awards for the Mount Pearl Blades. And the Player of the Game for the Antigonish Bulldogs, the defenseman, number 22, Ethan Tulin. And right now we're going to send it down to ice level where Matt Little will be joined by Bulldogs captain Sam Grant. I'm going to sign off up here in the broadcast booth, folks. On behalf of our cameraman Cameron Edwards, our producer Nathan Edwards, my name is Chris Ryan. I want to thank you for tuning in all day today. Semifinal action starts tomorrow. Going to be exciting to bring you that. I'll have the call at 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Have a great night. Down to you, Matt.
Standing by with the Player of the Game, Ethan Tulin. First of all, congratulations. Big win here today over the Blades.
Thanks. Thanks a lot. Yeah, it felt good to get the win, especially we played them in the 22-2 dojo, and I think I remember partying with them after, so it was nice to get the win over them. Yeah.
I said on the broadcast tonight at one point, I don't think this guy has come off the ice. You're eating some big minutes for this club.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I go out when the coaches tell me, and that's what I do.
He's a humble guy. Now you've got the semifinals to come up tomorrow. I think with the tiebreaker head-to-head, you guys finished on top?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. We had to win in regulation to finish first seed, and we got it done tonight.
There you go, top seed heading into the playoffs. Best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Player of the Game for the Antigonish Bulldogs, Ethan Tulin. They pick up the win tonight over the Blades. Semifinals coming up tomorrow.